Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Brandon here, and today we're going to be talking about the best way to consistently make money in the stock market. I touched on it a little bit briefly in my last video on how to make $1,000 a month. So if you guys want to watch that, make sure to check out my other videos, and I'll try to leave a link to it down in the description. As usual, before we get into the content, if you guys would please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Goes a very far way, and I'm trying to get growing here. But other than that, let's get into the video and show you guys how to do credit spreads and how to execute them. But let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I pulled up my Robinhood for you guys, at least a Robinhood I have access to. I don't ever use it, just so that way you guys can see. I literally never use it ever. Anyway, so we're gonna be talking about credit spreads, how to do them, how to execute them, so on and so forth. So I won't be able to execute one with only $15 in this account, but I can get you guys step-by-step walkthrough on how to do it, and maybe you guys will be able to implement it yourselves after this video. But whenever it comes to credit spreads, usually my favorite one to do is usually SPY. So let's click onto that one. So once you pull up the chart, you can see everything, just normal Robinhood. And to go and wrong button. To go and see the option chain, you'll need to pull up the option chain to see this. And what I normally do, it's a little bit riskier, but I normally do Friday expirations. So if you don't know, options have expiration dates. You can scroll through them, see what you have. But just easy, simple video. We'll keep it for December 4th. That's this Friday. And let's just think, SPY has really been running up here. Let's go right back to the chart. Last week, or last month I should say, it's just been running up. And now it's hit all-time highs. And for whatever reason, you have a hunch that by Friday, it's not going to get much higher. So that case, what you're going to do, you're going to want to sell a call credit spread. And so what that is, you're just basically saying the stock is not going to go above whatever point you choose. And so I have a feeling it won't go above 368. And now this is going to be important with credit spreads. With credit spreads, you have to make sure you sell the contract closer to the money. And that's very important, or else you get into a debit spread, and that's a completely different thing. But okay, say it's not getting above 368. You're going to sell that one, so it shows that you shorted the call. And so that's just a naked option sell. And this is what makes credit spreads safer, and you don't take nearly as much capital for it. You're going to buy an option on the back end to cover yourself. So you're going to buy the 369 because it's further away from the money. And now that I bought it, you can see it says call credit spread. And now you see the total credit at the bottom, 30 cents, or now 29. But that's showing you're going to make $29 if you're able to get filled at this price. And so you make $30 for every $100 you put up, or every contract you're able to execute. And the reason why credit spreads are so effective is because it doesn't have to move fast enough, quick enough. It just has to stay below this 368 number for you to make all your money in this contract. And so it might seem scary, but the slower this stock moves, the more money you're going to make, because options decay. Because you want this option to go to zero since you sold it. So as long as it gets to zero or the stock goes down, you'll be perfect and you'll collect all the money in your contract. And now, the biggest pro of this, obviously, is that time works in your favor. Huge. And even if you want to see, this specific contract gives you about a 73% chance of making profit. And so that's not bad. But now let me show you a more aggressive one and maybe a slightly more passive one if you're wanting to really be hands off with it. So let me clear these out here. Okay, so now if you wanted to do, let's say, a more aggressive one, you think that SPY is going to go down a few dollars after today. So what you're going to do, make sure you're selling it. Say, for whatever reason, I think it's going to go down to 365, below 365. You're going to sell the more expensive one, and then you're going to buy the cheaper one. And now, for every $100 you put up, you're making 58. So you're making much more credit, but on the back end for the risk, it's less likely you're going to make your money. Because the last one was 73% chance profit, and now it's saying I'm only going to have a 62% chance profit. But for making 60% of your money, that's not bad at all. And now let me show you guys a less risky one that's fairly guaranteed. And this is one kind of a thing you can implement in making that $1,000 a month video that I just put out yesterday. So if you guys haven't watched that, make sure to go watch that. But just to be safe, let's just go, you know what? I really want to make about 86% chance profit. That sounds good to me. And I don't see the SPY hitting 371 this week. So sell the more expensive one and buy the cheaper one. Oh. And now this is a credit spread. And you're only getting $13, but you have a much higher likelihood of getting your full return, or you have a better chance of getting all your money back. And that's very important. It's a lot more safe, and it's much more guaranteed. Now let me discuss the pros and cons of each one. Obviously, the pro to this one is it's a lot more guaranteed and a lot safer than the ones down here. But biggest two cons. One con is you won't make as much money. And two, the one that can get kind of scary is if for some reason the stock just soars up, you have a lot bigger loss ahead of you with these. Now, if we go back down to this one down here, say we did these two again, the biggest pro to that is you definitely make the most money, because this one you're getting $60 credit for, and you get a big return on your money. That's for sure. But the biggest con is you're a lot less likely to make your money, because you have to be pretty much exactly right that the market is going to come down for you in order for you to make full profit, because it's going to have to go down close to $2 by Friday. And it very well could happen, but it's in the money. It's a lot riskier to do. But another pro of it, you have to put up less collateral. Your overall total loss is lower. So those are the pros and cons of doing these call credit spreads. And now just to show you guys the other side, just so that way you guys can see it from the put side. And now a put spread, you just want it to be above the number you're getting at. So let me show you. So it still works the same, just the opposite. You want to sell the more expensive one and buy the cheaper one. And here we have a put credit spread. And now this is $33 back, so that's not bad credit. It's about in the middle of being conservative and aggressive. And it's still the same principle. It just has to stay over this 365, and then you can collect all the money in the contract when it expires. And also, so you guys just don't freak out, you also can sell out early at any time for any profit or even a small loss if you think it's going to go against you. But overall, if you're able to execute this strategy, it is a very, very consistent strategy to grow your account. And now, and since I've done that now, if you guys have any more questions regarding credit spreads or any other basic options strategy or something you want to hear more about, please comment down in the comments and I'll make sure to make a video on it. The reason I made this video is because somebody actually commented on my last video if I could go more in depth on credit spreads. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys made it all the way to the end of the video, I really appreciate you for getting all this far. I can't thank you enough for watching this video. Hopefully by now you're gonna subscribe to the channel, like the video, keep watching my content. And if any of you guys have any questions, like I said earlier, or you want to see a video on a topic, even a news event, please let me know. I'll cover it, I'll do the research for you, and I'll let you know what I find. But with that being said, hope you guys have a great day.